So Kristy is not doing too well. Seems like she don't know anything about cooking nor grocery shopping because he was doing all of that. So let's just listen.
I'm literally shaking. I'm really nervous making this video, but also my nervous system is like shot.
Looking like a peacock in Whole Foods. I think this is who he is. Cool as shit, but he was made to be a puppeteer in her business. And Desmond is letting you know that he don't want to be a caricature anymore for that type of content. And for that, I support the brother. Welcome back. My dear audience, what I have for you here today is an update to the Kristy and Desmond Scott situation, and it is one that is in need of deep analysis as we've been getting updates into their divorce, their breakup. If you've been living up under a rock or about your purpose in your paper, I understand. Quick TLDR, too long, didn't read. Huge relationship couple to the tunes of tens of millions of followers, to the tunes of 8 figures per year in revenue. They recently broke up. The wife is the center of the content, with the husband participating in emasculation ritual. And it came out that he was unhappy and then cheated. All right. For the rest of this, I think I'm going to go into the dramatic cam to make sure that we're having the same conversation. All right. But Kristy and Desmond, the former, has not been doing too well, having a hard time adjusting to the single life, while the latter, Desmond, seems to be A-okay with everything. Now, let me also say this before we continue in the content. I do not condone cheating. All right. I do not think that it is masculine behavior to cheat. But if you were surprised that he was unhappy, not only are you a part of the problem, but you are a fool. You're too caught up in this male humiliation ritual. You cannot even think to identify it when you see it. And in fact, you laugh at and applaud it when it happens. Meanwhile, it's been putting money in the pockets of these businesses for decades now on the back of feminism, while conditioning lost modern women to be selfish, arrogant, and have zero empathy for men. Anyway, I want to continue to go over what's been happening. Kevin Gates somehow got caught up in the whole thing, and he sent messages to both, Kristy as well as Desmond. So I wanted to go through that as well. And let me also say that while Kevin Gates is, in my eyes, just a pop culture figure, I guess some people listen to his music, I think that Kevin Gates represents more hood masculinity, all right, which is not my derivative of masculinity, because his masculinity is not ideal for family building, but he is entertaining nonetheless. So let's go through some of his comments first. Without further ado, now Kevin Gates brought up their divorce on Club Shay Shay. I believe that this aired like yesterday or something like that. Nevertheless, let's look at his first comments that went viral.
Desmond Scott, I just want to say I salute you, brother. And I'm praying for you.
Okay.
You nice looking, you fly, you're intelligent, and you know how to cook. It's no woman on God's earth that wouldn't want you. So just ignore the hate, because right now you about to go way up in the air. Now use the hate that you're receiving right now for your motivation to prepare you for what the internet talking about. Them just miserable people. Say you wasn't happy. You did something to make you happy. The only thing I wouldn't have did was apologize. They'd ask me, Kevin, what you get? I want to slung that dick. Why? What up? That's what I wouldn't did. I'm doing all the cooking, all the cleaning. No black man should leave the home without his dick up. Straight like that. Oh, excuse me. Y'all have a beautiful day. I love you guys like play cousins. My name is Kevin Gates, and I approve this message. You heard me? Right. If not, catch me and do me some. Y'all pray about it, because you ain't going to do nothing about it. You heard me?
I find it hilarious that he said that he would not apologize, and instead of demonstrating him not apologizing, he then says that I would have slanged that dick, right? But anyway, so Desmond actually responded to this, and he wrote down in the comments, "My dog, you almost got crazy on me at the end, but much love, my brother." Now listen, I appreciate Kevin speaking about this, especially if you look at his audience of people. It is the antithesis, like the women are the antithesis of a Kevin Samuels, right? So Kevin Gates speaking about this at least offers from a guy's perspective, which then forces empathy on the women that will watch him. And since that video, we saw the sucking face video of Desmond with the new new Latina lady who was a mystery woman at the time, but since she's been identified, now this woman actually came out with like a, hey, it was me statement, which we haven't seen yet. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now.
I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. I am not the one he cheated with. Everyone involved in the situation knows that it was not me. And let's clear the air right now. I am definitely not transgender. I've always been a girl. I was born a girl. I am a girl. I'm just a girl. I love being a girl.
It's actually wild to think that women that look like this now have to confirm. Well, she does have a face full of makeup, but there was a time period where this was insane. But you know, we are in the age of AI now as well. But she don't look like a man to me at all. In fact, like the majority of women that will say that, they're just trying to insult her because they just feel bad that their damn worlds were rocked of what was seemingly a good relationship. Let's go.
Girl. No offense to the transgenders. And why are you guys calling a clearly straight man gay as an insult? I thought that was something we don't do in 2026.
What do you mean?
I did not call TMZ on myself. All the information that was released about me is public information, and it's listed on my Instagram. They reached out to me the day they were going to release it, saying that they had confirmed who I was, and if I wanted to add anything on and make a statement, which is when I told them that I did not know who he was prior and that we had barely met that night. I'm pretty sure when you guys meet someone at a club, you don't interrogate them about who or what their social media status is. We were obviously many drinks in. The vibes were there, as you could tell. They are divorced. The ink is definitely dry. Most of you guys don't actually know these people. I don't have kids. I don't cook. I don't really watch family content. I'm not on that side of TikTok.
She says that the ink was dry, which a lot of people didn't even know. A lot of people were upset with Desmond because he was kissing this chick before the divorce had happened. Apparently, it's already happened, which means that they probably have been separated for a long time at that junction. Now let's head over to Club Shay Shay, which I think Shannon Sharpe is an interesting person to have this conversation with, considering Shannon Sharpe's legal battles as of late, and Shannon Sharpe having an addiction of little hot OF models that end up getting him caught up not being in a marriage. It'll be the interesting back and forth. Let's go.
No black man should leave his home without his sucked. Nah, just but nah though.
Be careful, Shannon.
Nah though, he was getting. I don't like to see people get kicked while they down.
Okay.
He wasn't happy. He wouldn't made himself happy. Only thing I would have.
Oh, he's a Jehovah's Witness, right?
I don't know what the he is, but everybody think he's so wrong with that. No, she's so wrong. Look what you made me do.
Come on, Kim. Don't do that. Don't do that, Kim. Come on now. Come on. She ain't make that man do that.
Huh?
She ain't make that man do that.
Why'd he do it?
That's a guy. He got to do that. He got to deal with him and him.
He was suffering in silence. It's all over his face. He was suffering in silence. A lot of men suffer in silence.
Hey.
And he was just making himself happy. Then the woman that he was over there with, they talking about, hey, yeah, man, that motherfucker like a monster. I got in her DM too.
Come on, Kim, damn.
I told her, I say, ignore the hate. That's just miserable people. Keep being amazing. You beautiful. Cause they was trying to talk about her too. I don't like to see people get kicked when they down. And then I saluted them. I say, man, it ain't the end of the world. Don't get it. See, it's a lot of time when you be with a woman, they'll isolate you and make you feel like ain't nothing out there. Oh no, God ain't stopped. All you got to do is focus on God. He'll send you something. More pressure. More pressure than what you had.
Pressure?
Yes. I hate to say this.
Yeah.
A woman is a good woman.
Yeah.
That's a gift from God.
Yes.
But the man is the prize. See, that's like
hear the women
my
laughing
new
back
woman.
there?
Yeah.
A lady told me, she's like, oh,
Okay.
say, Kevin, I've been knowing you forever.
Just real quick, I find it interesting that he says that he don't like when people are kicking while down, and we've done like maybe like 20 pieces of Brittany Renner content like on his ex-wife. I've not received a message from Kevin Gates. But I want to hear what y'all think about his comments down in the comment box down below. The idea that a good woman is a gift from God, but men are still the prize. I want to hear what y'all think. Y'all already know what I think about it.
She said, that new woman you with, she healing your central nervous system. She said, you got this calmness about you now. Because when I get mad, I shut down. And my woman come to me, she said, babe, stop running from me. Just let me love you. Because a lot of times it's easy for us to give love but not receive love.
True.
But back to my brother Desmond, you know how to cook all these different meals.
She don't know how to cook.
You nice looking, you intelligent, you articulate well, you work out. What woman ain't? Come on, man, you got options, baby. Say, Kevin, I've been knowing you forever.
What I love about his comments is he's publicly praising another man. This is not something that is normal within our culture, within our society, right? Like, especially at a time period where he knows that he gonna piss some people off, and maybe in being, you know, an entertainment figure, he knows he gonna piss some people off, and he's just like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna say what I want to say anyway. It's gonna put me in the headlines a little bit more than what I am right now. But at the same time, I prioritize him bringing up another dude, irrespective of what a whole half of an internet, and I would say probably the majority of what people are saying about him. Because through his words, it reminds me, you know, a lot of the reasons that I do content in the way that I do it on this channel, which is to restore power to men. There's so many dudes walking around that's been in an environment where they've been made to feel lesser than, or that the things that they've learned throughout their life is like not important, or their value that they contribute. Like, the amount of modern women that disrespect blue collar men is just absolutely insane when they create and maintain the infrastructure that allows our system to continue to run. Shit, I remember a couple of years back, this is way before the YouTube, but I was in a low cost of living city, and I am a six-figure, I think at the time I was probably making like $150,000 all in a year, right? And as a black man, which would make me rare in the corporate field, right? Just 40 hours, 35 to 40 hours per week. Shh, don't tell my old boss. Just on income alone, right? And if I was in a high cost of living city, it probably would have been somewhere between 230 to 300 or so, depending upon the city. And I remember seeing this lovely young lady. I ain't even gonna say dating because it really never even got there, but I was seeing this lovely young lady, and beautiful, right? And we got into a discussion about, right, levels of education, around merit, around like the different opportunities available depending upon your socioeconomic upbringing. And she was talking about and to me as if I was a dime a dozen, as if the things that I brought to the proverbial table, just from a resume perspective, is normal. And it was crazy to me to actually have a conversation with someone who doesn't think that you are in fact rare, where rare denotes a much more valuable resource and should be treated as such, but having to reorient her mind in regards to who you are and you should be treated as such was simply mind-boggling to me. And I think a component of that is that dudes publicly don't big up other dudes for their successes, their achievements, as much as what they should. I think that the reorientation of your importance to this world, if you are a purpose-driven man, is a degree of manipulation to get you subservient to whatever bullshit that they place in front of you. Nevertheless, so Kristy is not doing too well. She released a little bit of content of her grocery shopping. Again, Desmond was a cook. Seems like she don't know anything about cooking nor grocery shopping because he was doing all of that. So let's just listen, all right? And I also am going to go over some Desmond content, compare the behavior patterns between the two.
It's my first time grocery shopping with this new unexpected chapter.
Okay.
I'm literally shaking. I'm really nervous making this video, but also my nervous system is like shot. And it kind of has been for the past month. A lot of y'all keep asking for like my funny, silly videos, and I'm just like not in that headspace. So I'm just gonna share with you guys the raw, the real, the ugly, just like how I'm transitioning. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little excited to go grocery shopping for the first time because I feel like I can just get like anything I want. Not that I couldn't before, but it just feels a little different. I'm mainly shopping for the boys. and I'm gonna visit their like fresh food section so I can get some like dinner because your girl does not know how to cook at all.
Okay.
Pretzels. Hide. The amount of people I kind of feel like this is going to force you guys to see like a different side of me because y'all always see like my chaotic humorous side.
Now, this is so interesting as well, right? Because again, she was the face of the content, but it was the co-star, the emasculinization within the co-star, the really weird laughter and him wearing high heels and shit like that. And it was weird, but now she has to do content without him. And I'll tell you guys from my perspective, it is way easier to do content when someone else is there, where you can feed off someone else's energy as opposed to just doing it on your own. And I think that's the degree of the shaking that we see right here. Now she has to substantiate business without the emasculinization co-star, in that being in Desmond. It'll be interesting to see what her numbers will look like over time now that the butt of her jokes are no longer in the picture. Let's keep going.
And it's just not in me to do that at this current moment in time. I think I don't know, I'm just like figuring things out and trying to move forward the best that I can. All is well. I'm just like, it's just a lot of change at once. And I also want to feel like organic. Oh, the boys love this cereal. I can't lie and say that I want to be flipping around my living room right now. We'll get there, but at this current moment in time, I'm like, yeah. Body wash. I also love these Z-bars. Okay. This is such an interesting ice cream. Mango sticky rice ice cream sounds disgusting. Okay, we're going to go with cookies and cream. I've been so unsure of like how to return back to the internet. Right. I just figured I'll throw a camera up and tell you guys how I'm feeling. Thankfully, there's not really any drama right now, so we're in the clear. I posted a pizza on my story the other day, and you guys were really quick to fire me up. Getting a lot of women in my DMs who's gone through the same thing, who just very encouraging. Like, even if I don't respond, I've read a lot of them and it's definitely helped me. I was trying to think of a word of advice, but I actually don't have any advice right now.
Looking like a peacock in Whole Foods. I wonder how much audience she gonna lose or gain because now the content is a little bit more mature. She's being forced into maturity because of this split.
Tune back in like a month and maybe I'll have some really good advice. And I am gonna go on like a 3-day work trip. I think it's going to be really good for me because I haven't traveled in a while. So, and I'm going to force myself to have more of a social life now because I definitely was lacking in that area. Jalapeno chips. I think that's good for now. As long as we have dinner tonight, we're set.
Okay, so this goes over the difference between Desmond's reaction to this whole situation versus hers. And I think Desmond within himself as a platform is going to shine. For if you take a look on his page, he's already been upgraded to a much more mature type of a brand. Yo, let's watch. Copyright. Okay, back in the kitchen this week. All right, he's in his new home. He's not in that huge house that both of them bought, like their marital house. And he also said, I've read every message, and y'all have no idea how much your boy love y'all. Right? So he's taking the positive route out. Right? And he's just looking cool. He's still doing the cooking content. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay. Yeah. So he's doing the shopping content. A lot more confident in what he's doing in the same Whole Foods that she was in. Man. Okay. Okay. I will bet a house that we will no longer see that emasculation content out of Desmond. No more of the weird laughs, no more of the feminine behavior. I think this is who he is. Cool as shit. But he was made to be a puppeteer in her business because of the unwillingness to grow with the content, because the emasculation content just made them so much money. And Desmond is letting you know that he don't want to be a caricature anymore for that type of content. And for that, I support the brother. Well, anyway, that's the content that I have for you guys here today. The update on this particular subject. Guys, let me know. This was way more of an off-the-cuff type of video. Do you like these types of videos? Like, this would be something that I'd probably do on a live stream to go through it with y'all. Let me know down up in the comment box down below. I appreciate you guys for continuing to come back, show love, drop comments, drop the like. All right. Make sure y'all subscribed as well. I've had too many people hit me up like, yo, I just got unsubscribed to your channel. What's going on? I don't know what's going on, but just click on that resubscribe button. Go take a look down in the description and take a look at all of the assets that we got down up on there, you know, because your boy's been spreading out to more things just besides up on YouTube. So feel free to go take a look. But I appreciate you guys again. I love you. Stay locked to the channel as we do these updates. And I'll see you soon. Peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound with his MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.